So, after an eventful morning, good morning all, I've just had to go get fuel. 20-minute bloody wait to get fuel until I got the arse because I filtered to the front. Tough. How much fuel you got in your car? Oh, I've got half a tank, but I'm just topping it up, mate. Yet another twat, as you would call them. It's completely empty. I've got 19 miles left to do the Super Sausage Run this morning. It's good to be back off of holiday, and the shoulder is now all healed and working. Thanks everybody for your concerns. Yeah, just a frozen shoulder from riding too many darn sports bikes, I think. But obviously the boys are out doing the ride this morning. Nice GS. So as I say, the boys are out doing the BBN run this morning. I just didn't fancy pushing the shoulder too hard this weekend and straining it again before I go back to work, because I've had a week off to do my holiday bobs. Been off to North Wales, had a little bit of fun with the Mrs. B, and phone Phil, yes, he said fancy a run. I'm going to get out on the bike. I haven't ridden a bike for a couple of weeks, so I need to do a Super Sausage Run. Phil's knackered. He's had a week without me and he's absolutely shattered, bless him. So I'm off to do the run on my own and just chat about what's gone on for the last week or so. And as you've all noticed, this bloody petrol thing that's going on, and a simple reason being, everybody's going, oh, there's a shortage of drivers. There is a shortage of drivers, but if you're all stuck and got your fuel as normal, wouldn't be a shortage of fuel. Just the fact with HGVs, you need what's called an ADR license to haul fuel. You need a special license to haul fuel. Basically, a bit like being an advanced motorcyclist. So you need that special license, and due to people being off and people going on holidays, there's a shortage of drivers. It'll be all back to normal next week. But as always, what happens? The good old Sun and the Daily Star and Mirror and the Mail and all your big papers have all gone, oh, let's hype the media. There is a fuel shortage going on. There isn't a fuel shortage at all. I was chatting to one of the guys that works at Bunsford, I think it's called, the depot. He said we've got more than enough fuel at the depot, just can't get the fuel out to the stations. Now obviously fuel delivers every 3 to 4 days, dependent on how much your pumps are being used, and their deliveries are set. So obviously if you go and deplete the fuel station quicker, they've got to wait for their fuel delivery. If everybody's stuck to their times, not a problem. But as always, Joe Public sees what's in the media, all the media hype. Oh, sorry, there's going to be a fuel shortage across Britain. And of course everybody reads the papers and it all goes tits up, as they say. So that is the simple reason why everybody's clambering to get to the fuel. Oh, I better fill up in case it runs out. Well, it ain't going to run out. Just you being an absolute turkey, going to get your fuel early and obviously depleting the fuel stations quicker than they're normally used to being depleted. It's a bit like this, the toilet roll saga and the pasta saga all over again when we had COVID. So that's your reason why. And obviously I've just put 15 quid in. That's topped me up for the week. That's kept me going. Luckily we managed to get back from Wales because I had about 30 miles left in the tank, and we went up to the BP in North Wales, just across from where we were staying. 165 a litre. I'm like, how much? Sod that. So we managed to sort of get out of the Wales Expressway, and just before Birmingham, coming home, we managed to find a Shell. Hey, because I have all the Shells programmed into my sat nav. Found the Shell, got in there, 145 a litre. Thank you very much. Now, is this hype about no fuel? Because obviously everybody's going on about this crap E10 fuel. Is this media hype generated by the newspapers, fuel related, because the big firms can't get rid of the E10, and they're, oh right, well, let's start a bit of a scaremonger. Let's tell them there's a fuel shortage. People are going to go out and buy this crap E10 fuel. That could be another reason why, guys. But that is obviously my personal opinions. If you happen to watch some of the Motovlogs, Jim Diesel trying to go out and find some fuel. He had fun. A lot of the big bikers, they're all saying, oh, we're trying to get into a fuel station to get fuel so we can motovlog, and we can't get any fuel. And yet poor old Spicy 110, lucky devil that he is, was out on the Energica. Now that thing is electric. If you haven't seen his video on the Energica, I think it's the Rebelli, it's the Eva. Now I've actually ridden one of those, and yes, that's probably the most expensive bike that Spicy has ever ridden. It's an amazing piece of equipment. It is. A friend of mine has the Energica Ego, which is the sports version, and he bought it from an English Electric and came round the house. Do you want to go? Well, yeah. Took me 5 minutes to figure out it was electric and not a petrol, after I sat there looking at the display and wondering why the start button didn't work. But yeah, it flies like an absolute lunatic. To say it's got the performance of a H2 is an understatement. That thing absolutely flies, but obviously he paid about 30 grand for his, because he's got all the bells, the whistles, he's had it unchipped and loads done to it. It's seriously modified Ego. And obviously I said to him, I said, do you want to get on YouTube? Can't be asked with YouTube, that's for the fairies. Alright, okay, so he doesn't do YouTube, but he has said to me that he will bring the bike back again and let me do another ride on it with a video, but obviously he doesn't want naming. Okay, that is fine, that is fair enough, I'm happy to do that for you. But we are heading down to Super Sausage. I've got so much I want to tell you about what's gone on this week. We've had a bit of an absolute weird one. So Saturday of last week, and I was last day at the garage, loads of people coming in, sold another bike, blah 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 blah. Sunday we headed off to North Wales, and we decided to do what we call a half and half holiday. So the first day we stay halfway. We ended up about 3/4 of the way up. We stayed at a little place called Oswestry. Went up to see some friends, our friends Mandy and Mark, who come from Cannock. We met up with them, had a coffee and a bite to eat, just to catch up. Had a nice little time, chatted away for a couple of hours. And while we were there, obviously I'd got the RB t-shirt on, and this guy was like, oh, you a motovlogger? Yeah. Oh, I do car videos. Alright, what's your channel name? I'll give you a follow. And he obviously followed me. All his car mates all started following me as well, and oh, do like your bike, do like this, do like that. Yeah, it's great. So thank you to all those new followers from the guy at Starbucks that sent them on, much appreciated. And then obviously Sunday night we stayed at the Travel Lodge, a nice little meal, just nice to just chill out, no phone, no signal. And then obviously headed off to the holiday park on Monday. Now we stayed at a place called Prestatyn. We normally go up to a place called Llanberis or Betsy Quoin. And nattering away we were, and went down to the park. We checked in. Day one. Hot tub's nice. Oh, it's nice and hot. Put the jets on. The jets wouldn't work. And numpty boy that had filled up the hot tub, instead of filling it up with half hot half cold, filled it to the brim with hot water out the boiler. Took him about 2 hours to do it, but it was so hot the pumps wouldn't kick in. So phone reception, oh, we'll send someone down, it'll be a couple of hours. Now this is by about 5:30. I wanted to get in the hot tub. We were booked in from 4. Oh, hot tub's ready from 4. I ended up filling it up with cold water, got it working. We were sat in the hot tub and they turned up. Oh, come to fix your hot tub. Don't worry mate, I've done it myself. How did you do it? Done it like this, this, this and this. I found the box of chems, it's all good, it's all shocked, it's all up to level. How do you know that? Because I own one at home, mate. You'll tell your maintenance guy this is how you do it. Oh, alright, thank you. And where's your evening entertainment? There's none on this park. Ah. Okay, so not only does the park not have no entertainment, it's got no nightlife, there is no local bar, no local restaurant, nothing to eat. We ventured out in the car, found a nice little beachside restaurant, sat in there, had a meal, blah 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 blah, all done. Tuesday, went off to a couple of places that we normally go to, so we were off to the Welsh Mountain Zoo. We went off to the I'm a Celebrity Castle. Hey! And obviously had a look around. It's all shut to the public because they're obviously putting all the scaffolding up, they're doing all the filming. But lo and behold, if you happen to check out my Facebook feed, we ran into a couple of people that were down there. Didn't actually see them, but we saw the car and security. Gave them a wave. I don't know if they waved back, but let's just say one's got a very high forehead and the other one's quite small. So yeah, they are down there for filming at the moment, getting themselves all geared up. Had a little bit of a have a look around, went up the back road to try and see if we could find the castle, but it was all blocked off. And then obviously went down for a boat trip. They went all the way down to Abergele, off to Puffin Island, etc etc. Had a little bit of a run around there, and yet again I'd got the RB t-shirt on, and the ferryman, or they call him the skipper I believe on the boat, he's second in charge. Oh, you're a motovlogger. Yeah, can't do a Welsh accent, but yeah, you're a motovlogger. Yeah. Oh, my brother is as well. Oh, okay. What's his name? Oh, bloody hell, I follow him. Oh, what's yours? Oh, you're the guy with the green ninja. Yeah, I can't get away anywhere without someone spotting me. And the missus is sat there looking at this guy like, I went, what? She went, can I take your photo? And he's like, yeah. Go ahead. Why is that? And she went, oh, I just wanted to get you and the boat. And I went, well, you don't look nothing like the guy from Jaws. And then it sort of, I looked at him, I went, oh, for God's sake. And he went, what's that, buddy? And I went, you're the spitting image of Gerard Butler. My missus loves Gerard Butler. And he went, if I had a penny for every time someone said I looked like Gerard Butler. And he did. He looked the spitting image of Gerard Butler when he was in 300. He got the beard and everything, but yeah, we had a good old natter, and he sat us on the front of the boat and told us all about bits and pieces. So we had a good time down there, and then obviously back home. Yesterday was a chill day, or as you call it, doing the washing, putting everything away from holiday, and I am back at the garage tomorrow. I have got 6 days on, full 6 days on, because Monday is my long day to work. But obviously this being Sunday, I am out for a bike ride. Simon GTR 1400 and the rest of the crew from BBN, Bedbucks Northants Advanced Motorcyclists, they're out doing a training ride this morning. I'm only going to do a short run to Sausage because I obviously don't want to be pushing the shoulder too much. It is still sore, it is still healing, but I'm just taking my time with this shoulder, and obviously upright bike, I should be alright. Apart from the fact that I got down the garage this morning, went to start the damn bike, and it had a flat battery. So someone's not been running my bike up during the week while it's been down the garage. Thanks, boys. But must pump my tyres up as well, because I managed to get one of the tyre pressure monitors working. The front one's not, but I've only got 35 in the rear. I should really have 40. So I should put some air in that when I get back. Nice to have a tyre pressure monitor. But full tank of fuel, she's running lovely. I am off for the obligatory cup of coffee, bacon roll, and obviously Mrs. B was like, oh, if you're off to Sausage, get me a bacon roll. Sure will, my dear. So we're not far out from the Sausage. So that's basically what happened this week. Petrol crisis. To say the pups hit the fan is an understatement, yeah. But if everybody just stuck to what they were doing normally, there wouldn't be a crisis. But as always, something happens. Our local pub's got a sign up. Beer shortage, refill here quickly. Great idea, guys. And Another one of the bloggers put up sperm banks empty because all the W anchors are all getting fuel. Very, very true. Morning. That sausage is looking busy today. See how many, a lot of our normal ones. Morning. A couple of the regulars there. Right, let's see. Oh, they've blocked the have they blocked the garage off? No, they haven't. I can go in my normal spot down the bottom.
A little longer than a few minutes later.
So, quick run to the Super Sausage. And it was quite busy this morning. If you happen to follow the Instagram, loads of photos up there on Mr. Red Bomb. If not, Facebook page. Photos are across on there as well. Some nice bikes there this morning. RD500, RD350s, loads of little two-stroke Yamahas. A lot of very, very nice Harleys as well. Good to see all those up. Met up with obviously Martin and all the boys. They were all up there this morning. And the obligatory run to home. Guess what's in the top box? Yep, the obligatory Super Sausage, bacon and a sausage roll. Thank you very much. So a little run to home now. Get rid of that wind noise, that's better. Nod, nod. So, loads of fuel in the tank. Battery's charging nicely, 47 miles to the gallon. It's giving me an average current, yeah, around about 50. Depends on how hard I hammer her, which I don't tend to do very often on this. And as they say, ride your own ride, which is exactly what I'm doing. I'm getting a bit of my roadcraft in. Rosper ride in a couple of weeks' time. We're doing a social run next week. Only reason I'm not out with the boys is because it's about a 4-hour run there and back, and I want to take it easy on my shoulder at the moment, just see how we're going, just take my time and get my shoulder back up to where it should be. There we go, range 227 miles plus. Got enough fuel in here for the week. Doesn't she sound sweet? Definitely sounds a lot better with the baffles out. And it was just what I needed after being 2 weeks off a bike. Obviously we've done some little 125s at the garage, done a couple of scooters, but they were short rides. But it's good to be out on a big one again. Just having a nice leisurely ride down the A5. Run to home. I'm going to drop the bacon rolls off first before they get cold, and there's one in there for the neighbours for looking after the house for us. Which lane would you like? Thank you. So what we got planned for the garage this week? A couple more test rides, loads of new bikes. I can now tell you that the Assault is out. The Lexmoto Assault has been released, the Euro 5. So it'd be good to see what the new Euro 5 Lexmoto looks like in the Assault. ZSBs are back out. All we know now is the ISCAs. Are they going to do the ISCA? I do not know. Is there more electric bikes coming? I can neither confirm or deny that. Nod. But there is something in the pipeline. And obviously with the fuel thing that's going on at the moment, electric bikes would be so much better, but I do miss the whine of a petrol engine. And obviously you haven't got to keep refilling your electric or refilling your petrol as much as you do an electric. Range on electric bike normally about 100-120 miles. You're commuting daily, but if you're doing something like a long run on one of these, this is where this comes into its own. Once they sort out all the battery issues and that, there will be obviously longer range on electric bikes. Nod. But I do love being on a petrol bike, the sound of a pipe, the sound of an engine, and obviously the seating style. And of all the electric bikes that I don't like, I'm not a big lover of the Harley Livewire. It's overhyped, overrated. Yes, if you do want to go electric and you want to be on a Harley, then happy days, but would I buy a Harley? Not an electric one. There's only one Harley that I do like, and it absolutely still appeals to me, and that is the Night Rod with the big fat back tyre on it. Looks like something out of a cartoon video with that big fat tyre, but I do love the live wires. Not the live wires, Night Rods, nod. And obviously the Zeros are a very, very nice bike. Energicas, if you've got the money, get an Energica. Especially the Rebella, the Eva. Do like them. But once again, for touring, nothing better than a big petrol engine pulling that top box and panniers and your luggage and your passenger. And this thing can just cruise forever, hence why I decided to go for the GTR. It's probably the best choice I've ever made. Did want the ZZR. I'm very, very happy with the GTR. Does everything I want it to do. Haven't even used my heated seat and my grips yet, but obviously I'm going to be riding this all year round. Nod. And we've got a few videos coming up shortly. We're going to compare Euro 4 to Euro 5. What is the difference between Euro 4 Euro 5? I'm going to be doing a side-by-side analysis of some of the Lexmoto bikes, just to show you what the Euro 4 is like compared to the Euro 5. Now with the Titans, Euro 4 was alright, they had issues. Worst thing was, with the Euro 4s, the exhaust guards kept falling off. They've sorted that on the Euro 5 model. The other one was a lambda sensor. We haven't had one in with a lambda sensor on a Euro 5. But is the build quality any better? Not really. End of the day, it's a Lexmoto. You know, it's a Chinese bike, which is what most of them are coming into the country. But they're not bad. They do what it says on the tin. But the only ones that we've had in are normally issues with the horn, or issues with the headlight relays, which is mounted under the front frame, which means you've got to take all the panels off on the front, and that seems to be a bit of a common thing. So far we've built, we had 8 in, 3 of them had horn failure or button failure, and it's just down to build quality, I think, or not QCing the bikes correctly, which is why obviously we go through such a long and lengthy PDI and QC. But that was the only thing that we found. But the Euro 5 engine's a lot better. But once again, it's all down to maintenance, servicing regimes, and making sure that you're running your bike in properly. Making sure you're looking after it. and it's the same with any bike. Look after it, keep it clean, keep it maintained, and she'll look after you. Obviously I've been away from this for a week. Flat battery when I went to pick her up. She's alright now though. Just needed a damn good run. Or putting on an optimiser. She's got an optimiser on, but no one's optimised it for me. Thank you, boys. We'll cross that bridge when we get to it. When it's back at work, stick her on the optimiser. All the bikes should be optimised, but obviously no one's been doing it because I've been away for a week. So, almost heading to home. Getting that obligatory run in with these bacon and sausage rolls. We're going to shift lanes. I'm going to have a brat up the outside lane, like I normally do, which I used to do with the Ninja. That's handy with the green light against me. Thank you very much. Where are you going? You're going to the outside lane. So as always, don't forget on the YouTube, if you enjoyed the video, me rambling on back after a week, give it a thumbs up. Comments down the bottom. What do you think of the fuel crisis? What you've been up to this week. As always, up the top, notifications bell, hit that. Let us know when the video's up on the next one. A few more videos coming up this week, hopefully a few sales videos. And as always, check out all the other motovloggers. They're all listed in the section below. Go and check out some of the motovloggers. Jim Diesel, Burning Gas Hauling Ass. Get past this car before I come in. Thank you. Go and check out Bikes, Beards and Brews. Grinds my gears. He's got a good one up this week. Check out obviously all the motor vloggers. Western Supermoto, Spicy 110, Premises. And until the next time, guys, whatever you're doing this weekend, have yourself a good one. If you're out riding, enjoy. And as always from RB, be well, ride safe, and it's a big goodbye from me.